So in the last lecture we had discussed about how we are going to find out the epsilon closure. Now this is now the times to find out the conversion from NFA with epsilon moves to DFA. So the question is given. So as there is a epsilon, that means this is definitely a NFA. So whether there are the sets of the state reachable from any state, for example Q0, but if in the diagram epsilon is present, then definitely this is an NFA. Okay, so now how we will convert this NFA to DFA? So what are we going to do? First of all, we are going to find out the epsilon closure. So if this is a x, so we have to find the epsilon closure of x. So how we will start? We will start with Q0. Here we are going to write Q0. Now what are the epsilon closure of Q0? Q0, first of all, we know as a rule, first rule will be added as an epsilon closure of itself. Now from Q0 on epsilon, so Q0 on epsilon goes to Q1, we had added Q1. Now from the Q1 on epsilon goes to Q2. So Q0, Q1, Q2 are the reachable state with the input symbol epsilon. Now what will be the next step? So this is why what we are going to do, we have to find out the symbols. So symbols are the input symbols. Input symbols are 0, 1 and 2. So what we have to find? Transition of whatever we had found out, that is the epsilon closure of x with that input symbol, that is first symbol is 0. Now transition of that epsilon closure, that is y, with the next input symbol, that is 1. Then epsilon closure, the transition of epsilon closure of x with the next input symbol, that is 2. Now what we have to do? What we got here as a y is Q0, Q1, Q2. So what we have to do? We have to find the transition of Q0, Q1, Q2 with input symbol 0. So what is the formula? That is Q0 on 0 union Q1 on 0 union Q2 on 0. What will be the output? So Q0 on 0 is going to Q0. Q1 on 0, where it is going? It is going to null. Q2 on 0, where it is going? It is going to null. Take the union of that. What answer we are going to get? We are going to get Q0. Similarly, transition of y on 1. What is y? Y is Q0, Q1, Q2. Find the transition of Q1, Q0, Q1 and Q2 with input 1. So that is a transition of Q0 with input 1 union transition of Q1 with input 1 union transition of Q2 with input 1. So transition of Q0 with input 1, nothing. Transition of Q1 with input 1 is null. Q1. Transition of Q2 with input 1 is null. Now take the union of all. So what answer we will got? We will get Q1. Similarly, transition of Q0 with input 2 union transition of Q1 with input 2 union transition of Q2 with input 2. What will be the answer? Q0 on 2, nothing. Q1 on 2, nothing. Q2 on 2 goes to Q2. So the answer will be Q2. Now what will be the next step? We are not going to consider epsilon closure anymore of this Q0. Now we are going to consider only the reachable state with input 0, 1 and 2. So Q0 will be the next state that we are going to consider. After Q0, Q0 that we had already considered, that is Q0. The next state will be the Q1 that we have to consider, and after that the next state will be the Q2. So whatever the reachable state with the input symbol 0, 1 and 2, that we have to consider. So Q0 we had already considered, now we have to consider Q1 and Q2. So this will be the next x, that is whose epsilon closure we have to find out. So start finding Q1. Q1 as a rule will be added in the epsilon closure, because here we are finding the epsilon closure. Now what will be the next step? We have to find from the Q1 what are the reachable state with the input symbol epsilon. So Q1 and epsilon goes to Q2. So Q1 and Q2 are the epsilon closure of Q1. Now next find transition of y with input 0. What is y? Here is Q1 and Q2. So what we have to find out? We have to find out Q1 on 0 union Q2 on 0. So what is Q1 on 0 is nothing. What is Q2 on 0 is nothing. So what is the answer is nothing. Okay, now Q1 and Q2 with the input 1. So transition of Y with input 1. What is Y here is Q1 and Q2. So transition of Q1 with input 1 union transition of Q2 with input 1. So Q1 with input 1 goes to Q1. Q1 to Q2 with input 1 goes to nothing. So the answer will be union of Q1 and null is Q1. Okay, next again Q2 with input Q1 with input 2 union Q2 with input 2. So what will the answer? Q1 with input 2 is nothing. Q2 in input 2 goes to Q2. The answer will be Q2. Okay, now what next? These are the reachable states that we have to consider, in which Q1 that we had already considered, Q2 that we are going to consider because that is already present in the previous entry. Now we start with Q2. Q2, we have to find what? We have to find the epsilon closure. As a rule, in the epsilon closure, the Q2 has to be there as the first state. Now next we have to find with the epsilon closure, with the epsilon moves where it is reaching. So Q2 with the epsilon moves goes to nothing. So only Q2 will be the epsilon closure of Q2. Now what next? Transition of Y with 0. What is Y is Q2. So what we have to find? Transition of Q2 with 0. Q2 with 0 goes to nothing. The next transition of Y with input 1. What is Y here is Q2. To transition of Q2 with input 1, where it is going? Q2 with 1 goes to nothing. Now next Y on 2. What is Y is Q2. Q2 on 2, where it is going? It is going to Q2. Any other new reachable state that we had not previously considered? We haven't got any new state that we had not already considered. We got Q2 we had already considered. Now next step is we have to mark the final state. In the epsilon closure, we have to search for the final state. What is the final state? Final state is Q2. Now if we are getting the final state in the epsilon closure, so that X will we have to mark as final state. Q2 is a epsilon closure of Q0, so Q0 will be marked as a final state. Go to the next state. Epsilon closure of Q1. Epsilon closure of Q1 contain Q2. Q2 is a final state, so Q1, this X will be marked as a final state. Now epsilon closure of Q2 is Q2. Q2 is itself is the final state, so the epsilon closure containing Q2. So this is a epsilon closure of Q2 state, so Q2 will be marked as a final state. Now what next? What are you going to do? We are going to redraw the table. So this is X we had kept here, and we have to drop now. We are not going to consider the epsilon closure. We are going to consider only 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2. Now Q0 goes to Q0, Q0, Q1, Q1, Q2, Q2. Similarly, Q1 on 0 goes to nothing, on 1 goes to Q1, on 2 goes to Q2. Okay. Similarly, Q2. So Q2, here we can write Q0, Q0, Q1, Q2. This is Q1, Q1, Q2. This is Q2 and Q2. So Q2 on 0 goes to nothing, on 1 goes to nothing, and on 2 goes to Q2. What next? We have to mark the final state. So Q0 itself is a final state, Q1 is also final state, Q2 is a final state. How they have become the final state? Because the epsilon closure of Q0 contains Q2, that is the final state. Epsilon closure of Q1 contains Q2, which is the final state. That's why Q1 will be marked as the final state. Q2, which is the epsilon closure, is containing final state. That's why the Q2 will be marked as a final state. What is the next step? The next step is similar to what we had done previously, reduction of the table. After drawing the table, what we have to do? We have to rename the table. For example, A, B and C. So Q0 will be marked as A, Q1 will be B, and this will be C. Q1 is B, Q2 is C, and Q2 is C. Whether I can reduce the table, start from the bottom of the table, search for the entry Q2. There is no entry. There is no row containing only Q2 entries. This cannot be replaced. Go to the Q1 state, Q1 and Q2. q1 and q2 is we have the whether we have the duplicate q1 q2 as an entry, no. So this cannot be reduced. So what is our final diagram? This will be our final diagram in which A is your final state, on 0 goes to on 0 goes to A, on 1 goes to B, which also a final state, which itself on 1 goes to itself, on 2 goes to C. What is C? C on 2 goes to itself, and the initial state, which is A on 2 goes to 2. So this is how we had converted NFA with epsilon move to DFA.